So guys, game week 7 is nearly here and I've got plenty to talk about ahead of this week's games. So I want to give an update on my league. I also want to reveal the results of the vote where I asked you to pick the replacements for Benteke and Costa. So yeah, first of all, talking about my league. Now I cannot believe that over 550 of you have actually signed up to this. Like, I was expecting maybe 10, 15 people to be in this league. But yeah, there's 550 of you so far. And to kick things off, I want to take a look at the guy that is number 1 in the league. So on top of the pile, on top of 550 of you, is Source FC. He's on top of everything. Moises, Amaral. So yeah, total points of 349 at the moment. So let's go and take a look at how he's got there. So this is his team that he had in game week 6. So yeah, pretty decent. Obviously he's got Mahrez, nice captain pick with Wilson. But I just want to start off and go right back to the start and just show you how he got to the top of my league. So yeah, it's probably pretty obvious who he's got in his team for the first game week. Obviously Company being the big scorer. But maybe he had Pay as well, but he's only just slightly above average. So okay, nothing like too dramatic or too like crazy about this team. Looks pretty solid. So yeah, let's skip on game week 2. Okay, so again, 49 points in game week 2. Again, slightly above average, but not massively. Like no like 3-figure scores. Gomez, nice captain, and obviously Company again, who did very well in the first couple of weeks. And going on to game week 3. So okay, this is where it starts to get nice and interesting for Moises. So obviously it looks like, yeah, he's brought in Mahrez. So it only took him 2 game weeks. I think it took me 5 to bring him in. So yeah, credit is where it's due there. He's brought him in. He captained up Depay, whatever, for a nice 6-point haul. Yeah, obviously could have done better. But the key is Wilson for Bournemouth. So he had him as his captain in the first game week, and then he also had him when he got the hat-trick against West Ham. So yeah, nice work with that. A couple of clean sheets and check with the 11-point haul as well. It's pretty decent. And game week 4, again, these players all pretty much delivered. And he even had the balls to bring in Scott Sinclair like I did. Sterling obviously with the goal as well was pretty nice. And Wilson and Gomez doing well at top. Captain pick, he struggled actually with this week. But again, he's so above average that it doesn't really matter. Solid backline. Yeah, really nice in game week 4. Maybe he could have been done even better if he had the captain pick correct in that week. But yeah, still pretty solid return. And game week 5, yeah, so yet again, obviously Mahrez doing well and Pay amazing and Vardy is scoring. Again, captain pick maybe didn't do as well as maybe you would have thought for the guy that's actually top of the league. But again, solid at the back, check getting the clean sheet. So yeah, very nice for game week 5. And then looking back at game week 6 for the leader of my league, slightly above average. So not massively above average, but good enough to, yeah, keep him at the top spot. Okay, so now we're taking a look at the best team in the league. Let's go and have a look at the worst team. I was told on Twitter that there is actually a thing for fantasy football about being the lowest person in the whole thing. So yeah, for me, that just doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why you'd kind of have that goal. But maybe if your goal is to get a shout out in this kind of video, then yeah, by all means, aim for the lowest possible point score and you're going to get talked about in this kind of video. So introducing Williams' team. I mean, if I go back to previous game weeks, what he's doing is actually just replacing every player every week. So obviously he's taken a lot of point hits, maybe with the goal of winning the game week. I mean, I've seen leagues where they give prizes for the best score in the game week, so maybe that explains the strategy. Maybe he's not trying to go for the bottom of my league, but whatever he's trying to do, he's getting a shout out now and is the lowest rank. So maybe let's go back and see exactly what kind of team he's had to get to be the lowest in the league. So as I say, I think the points hits and they're the ones that are kind of killing him. So yes, 68 points taken off, and that team isn't the best. I mean, on paper, to be fair, it's like, yeah, you think that could bring in a lot of points, but maybe you're just unlucky. And on top of it all, played the bench boost with some injured players and players that didn't play. So yeah, I mean, if you carry on this kind of tactic, then that is what's going to get you at the bottom of my league and give you a shout out as well. So I don't know, if there's a competition going at the bottom, feel free to have fun with that as well. You probably will get a shout out again at some point during the season. For me, that's not why I bothered to play this game. I want to do as well as I can, but yeah, fair play to William. You're going to get a shout out as well. And while we're speaking about shout outs as well, I just want to talk about all the people that voted for me in the Football Blog Awards. Now, this is completely new to me. I've never seen them before, but of all the accounts that I do follow on Twitter, I did see a lot of people nominating other people, and I thought, what's all this about? So I thought, yeah, I'll put my neck on the line, put my YouTube channel up for nomination and see what happens. So yeah, I did ask for a few of you to actually vote, and some of you did. So thanks a lot to Holly, to Battle of the Sexes, to Chief, to my mate Nevi, legend, Dave O'Grady as well, who I appeared on the FanView podcast with. Thank you very much. I voted myself for Heart of the Holt in the best social category. Thanks to Sid as well. Thanks to the FPL Monkey. Again, you're a legend for buying me a beer as well. FPL app, thank you. And thanks for also including my website on your app. That's really cool. Go check it out if you want, guys. That'll help him out a lot. David as well, thank you. Aaron, cheers. And brotherly love, Dan, thank you for voting me as well. Yeah, I mean, I have no expectations for this whatsoever. I've only just started this channel, and yeah, I don't know. It's not ready for awards, is it? I don't know. But yeah, if you want to know more about this stuff, then I'll post a link in the description as well. You can read a little bit more about it. I'm guessing it's a big deal. Honestly, I don't know. But hopefully you guys are having fun with the channel. So even for these guys to consider me like being good enough for this is amazing. And I think that's enough for me to talk about, to be honest. And while we're on Twitter as well, I did ask for a couple of questions before this video, so I might as well answer them now. So let's take a look. Aaron asked for a cheeky shout out. Well, you got one for voting for me in the FBA, so yeah, there you go. Kapil asking about Silva's injury, won't play on Saturday, but he's replacing with De Bruyne. How good idea would it be to captain? Up to you. Yeah, I think if you were planning to captain Silva, maybe, then yeah, De Bruyne is the best shout, because I guess it's like a similar replacement. He's very creative, and he actually scored last week, so why not? I mean, I love a random captain pick, as you can see in my previous videos with Chadley and Richie and others. So yeah, go for it if you want. Ashi, I don't take this seriously. I mean, if you've been watching any of the videos, you'll know that I don't. But yeah, thanks for the question anyway, and I hope to see you soon. I know it's been a while. Melinda Kevin asked me, why did I start FPL? Well, basically, the same reason that a lot of people did. It basically came up at work, that we had a work league where people were talking about it a lot, and then everyone put in a tenner to see who was the best at it, maybe who knew football the most. And in my first season at work, I ended up finishing second, so I did actually win a little bit of money. We were basically talking about football all day anyway, so why not add a little bit of competition to it as well? So that was the point. An FPL app as well, thanks for voting and thanks for the question. Asking me if he should take a 4-point hit on Martial, and with the price rise, everything says no, but it depends who you're going to replace him with for me. So if he does win the vote, then I'll be replacing Costa with him. So obviously the price difference of 0.3 when you compare it to the 11 million of Costa doesn't really make too much of a deal, or too much of a difference to my bank budget. So yeah, it's fine, go for it, why not? And Tom, the captain thoughts for this week are, well, wait and see, because whoever wins my vote is also going to be captain this week. I also want to get to a few of your questions on YouTube as well. So Cream and Cookies asking what time I'll reveal the results of the vote for this video. Well, it's now, basically. I'll do it in however long it takes me to get through these questions. I'll tell you the results. And also Dennis Messi, great name. He's asked me what program I use to record these videos. It's actually a program called Camtasia. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, feel free to carry on sending those comments in. I do enjoy getting all this feedback, it's really good. And for the most part, it's really positive as well. So yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I hear stories about YouTube being like a cesspool for hatred, but yeah, I haven't encountered any of that yet. So yeah, I'm ready for it. If you want to bring it on, that's fine. But so far, it's been awesome. So now is the time where I will reveal the results of the vote. So in the previous video, I did ask you who I should replace Benteke and Costa with. So the nominees were Martial for United, Vardy for Leicester, Wilson for Bournemouth, and Ighalo for Watford as well. So here are the results. So obviously a clear winner, Martial got the most votes. So this is over 300 votes. Again, like the league, I can't believe that how many people actually joined in on this. It's really cool to see. Martial was the clear winner, but then in second place, Wilson just took it in the end. It was so close for a long time. So I did keep half an eye on this vote during the week, and it was neck and neck for a while. It was literally Wilson and Ighalo had the same votes for a lot of it, and Vardy as well even was only a couple of votes behind. But the end vote is Martial is going in my team, and also Callum Wilson, welcome aboard. So thanks a lot to everyone that voted. That was, for me, amazing to see just everyone getting involved and kind of telling me or helping me out with my team. I do need the help, to be honest, because like I said in the very first video of this channel, I am not the expert. Hopefully we'll see if it really helps. And as I also put out on Twitter as well, I'm going to put the winner of the vote as captain this week. So let's go and do that right now. All right, so yeah, now is the time to make the transfers. And I also said as well, I will take the 4-point hit this week. So I am going to take out both Benteke and Costa. So now they've got the big red status, then yeah, it's time for them to get out. Now I am a little bit nervous about this because personally I think it might be a little bit of a bandwagon move, but yeah, we're doing this in real time. I'm not going to edit any of this bit out. I am literally, this is what I'm thinking as I make this decision. I didn't really want to take any point hits throughout the season, but I mean, you guys have kind of spoken. I think now is the best time to do it because obviously if these guys make any sort of returns, then happy days, that point hit is kind of nullified. So make transfers, it's going to happen. Yeah, I'm not nervous about this. This is going to pay off, right? I mean, yeah, please leave in the comments if you think this is the right decision. I'm pretty confident that I was happy with any of those players to come in. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Okay, it looks like the site might have crashed, but okay, confirm. Yep, 4-point hit. I will take that. Fine. Thank you for making this decision for me. Okay, so there we go. That's the hit done. Yeah, it's fine. So now, like I said, the captain of the team will be Martial, so he's got to come in. And I guess the decision then is, who do I take out? So, okay, I didn't actually think this far ahead, but never mind. I can just do it now. So Sinclair, no, sorry, but he's got to go. And Wilson, he has to come in as well. So I'm looking at Martin. Got the goal last week, but I think he can sit this one out this week. And I want Martial as captain. There we go, and I'll stick Mahrez as vice for now, because you never know, Van Gaal might be a bit of a troll for FPL players and he may drop him. Imagine that. That'd be pretty funny. Anyway, so yeah, Martial captain, Mahrez vice captain. I mean, any other suggestions on this team, please let me know. I do need the help. But yeah, that was the result of my first ever vote for who's going to be in my team. Now, maybe next week I put the vote out as to who should be captain. Obviously, last week I went a bit bold and put Chadley as captain. Didn't really work out, but this week I am basically following your advice. And
mate, why'd you take fantasy football so seriously? If you don't know the answer to that, I'm out of here.
Alright, so Gilbert doesn't want to be in this video. Alright.